I am Dr. Vibhash Kumar Vaid. Today I will talk about the osteology of patella bone. You can see here this triangular wedge-shaped bone. This is called patella, and this patella develops in the tendon of the quadriceps femoris muscle, and it is the largest sesamoid bone which situated just anterior to the lower part of the femur. As you can see here, this is femur bone and this one is tibia. So this patella is situated at the front of the lower part of the femur and just 1 centimeter above to this knee joint. Because of their shape, the patella has a superior border. This superior border is also called as base, lateral border, medial border and apex. And it has two surfaces also, anterior rough texture-like surface and posterior smooth articular surface. During the site determination, you always remember this base should be directed upward, this apex should be directed downward, and this anterior texture or rough like surface, it should be directed anteriorly, and this posterior smooth surface, it should be posteriorly. And you can observe another thing. When you see the posterior articular surface, this posterior articular surface is further divided into two parts. This large part and small part by this vertical ridge. This large part should be placed laterally and this medial small part should be placed on medially. And one of the easy trick you can apply during the site determination. Simply this patella put on the flat surface or table by their posterior surface, and you can observe this patella rest on their lateral posterior articular surface. So from this manner you can easily identify the site determination of patella. This posterior surface is further divided into upper 3/4 part and lower 1/4 part. This upper 3/4 part is articular and this lower 1/4 part is non-articular. The articular area is divided by a vertical ridge. As you can see here, this vertical ridge, this ridge is divided into two parts of this articular area. This large part is called lateral articular part, and this small portion is called medial articular portion. Another vertical ridge separates a medial strip from the medial portion. This strip articulates with the reciprocal strip on the medial side of the intercondyle notch of femur during the full flexion. The rest of the medial portion and the lateral portion of the articular surface are divided via two transverse lines. You can see here into three pair of facts, 1, 2, 3. During the various phase of movement of the knee, different portion of the patella articulate with the femur. Lower pair of articulate fasciae articulate during the extension, this one. Middle pair during the beginning of the flexion, and the medial strip during the full flexion of the knee. Now we'll talk about the attachment of the patella. You can see here, this one is a base of patella or superior border of the patella. Superior border of patella provide attachment of two muscles. Anteriorly here we have a insertion of the rectus femoris muscle. Posteriorly here we have an insertion of the vastus intermedius muscle. When you see the lateral border, upper 2/3 part of lateral border, this portion provide insertion of the vastus lateralis muscle. As the same manner on the medial border, upper 2/3 portion of this medial border provide insertion of the vastus medialis muscle. Then the non-articular area of the posterior surface provide attachment of the ligamentum patelli. Somewhat here we have a attachment of the ligamentum patelli below, and it related to the infrapatellar pad of fat above. Thus the quadriceps femoris muscle is inserted into the patella from where the ligamentum patelli arise and end into tibial tuberosity of the tibia. This patella has a natural tendency of dislocation outward because of the outward angulation between the long axis of the thigh and the leg. This is prevented by bony factor. The lateral edge of the patella articulate the surface of the femur is deeper than the medial edge. The second factor is muscular factor. Insertion of the vastus medialis muscle from here on the medial border of the patella extend lower than the vastus lateralis on the lateral border. Vastus medialis is first to degenerate and last to recover in disease of the knee joint. Then the facial factor, medial and lateral patellar retinicular are extension of the vastus medialis and vastus lateralis. These strength of the capsule. These three are the component of the extensor aperture of the knee joint. During the sudden severe contraction of the quadriceps, the tibial tuberosity may get avulsed. The tibial tuberosity ossified as a downward protrusion of the upper end. This is all about the osteology of the patella. I hope all you understood the topic. Thank you.